Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today I'm going to be giving a 6-minute summary of one of my favorite books, The Big Fat Surprise by Nina Teicholz.
Ever thought that butter, meat, and cheese could be the cornerstones of a healthy diet? It's a question that may have you raising an eyebrow or two, but this is precisely the provocative premise of Nina Teicholz's book, The Big Fat Surprise. In this revealing piece of work, Teicholz takes us on a decade-long journey through the labyrinth of nutritional science. She scrutinizes the conventional wisdom that has shaped our dietary guidelines for the past half-century, and what she uncovers is nothing short of astounding. The Big Fat Surprise is not just a book. It's an investigation, a deep dive into the murky waters of dietary fats. It challenges everything we've been told about what constitutes a healthy diet. You know, the age-old advice to cut down on saturated fats like butter, meat, and cheese to avoid heart disease. Well, Teicholz turns this notion on its head. She argues, with extensive research to back her claims, that these so-called bad fats are not the villains we've been led to believe. Instead, she presents a compelling case that these foods, often vilified and banished from our plates, are in fact essential for our health. The book is a radical departure from the mainstream narrative, and it's bound to stir up some controversy. But that's the beauty of it. It invites us to question, to scrutinize, to look beyond the surface. It's a wake-up call, a reminder that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. So, as we delve into the heart of Teicholz's argument, we might find ourselves questioning everything we thought we knew about nutrition. And isn't that the first step towards learning and growth? So, what if the dietary villains are really the heroes? Let's delve deeper.
Sorry, but I have to interrupt this video to ask for your help. These new videos aren't cheap to edit, so if you're liking the new style, then consider becoming a member by clicking on the join button down below this video. It's only $5 per month and will really help with the video editing budget. Plus, you'll get a ton of other perks like ad-free videos, early access to videos, and complete access to hundreds of member-only videos. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Our journey into this surprising dietary landscape begins with a look at the research. So, let's dive into the heart of the matter. The Big Fat Findings of Nina Teicholz's book. Teicholz takes a critical eye to the prevailing dietary guidelines which endorse a low-fat diet. She points out a significant concern, the lack of rigorous scientific evidence underpinning these recommendations. It seems the low-fat doctrine that has prevailed for decades is more a result of dietary dogma than concrete scientific proof. Quite a revelation, isn't it? This book unravels how these low-fat guidelines, ironically, have led to the rise of obesity and diabetes. Yes, you heard it right. The very guidelines that were supposed to keep us healthy and fit may have backfired, leading us down a path of growing waistlines and rising blood sugar levels. It's as if we've been sailing in the wrong direction all this while, led astray by a faulty compass. Now, let's delve a bit into the alternative that Teicholz presents. She advocates for a high-fat, low-carb diet. Quite contrary to the traditional dietary wisdom, isn't it? But here's the catch. She presents compelling evidence pointing toward the benefits of such a diet. She argues that fats, even the saturated ones, are not the villains they've been made out to be, but are, in fact, crucial for our bodies. The book also highlights how carbohydrates, especially the refined ones, may be the real culprits behind our health woes. It advocates for a diet rich in natural fats, moderate in proteins, and low in carbs. Picture a diet with butter-laden veggies, juicy steaks, and cheese, but with a reduced intake of bread, pasta, and sugar. Sounds tempting, doesn't it? The big fat surprise of this book is the potential paradigm shift it brings to our understanding of a healthy diet. It challenges the long-held dietary beliefs and may just turn our food pyramid upside down. As we see, the big fat surprise may indeed be a paradigm shift in our understanding of a healthy diet. Now that we've unraveled the big fat surprise, what does it mean for you and your plate? Well, let's break it down. This book, The Big Fat Surprise, has opened our eyes to the importance of questioning the status quo, especially when it comes to dietary guidelines. It's easy to follow the crowd, to believe in the food pyramid we were taught in school, but what if those guidelines were based on incomplete research? What if they overlooked the potential health benefits of a high-fat diet? The Big Fat Surprise nudges us to question, to delve deeper. It tells us that the demonization of fat, particularly saturated fats found in butter, meat, and cheese, may not have been fully warranted. It might be a bit of a shocker, but it's a crucial revelation. The book doesn't promote reckless consumption of fats, but rather a thoughtful reconsideration of our dietary choices. The book also highlights another big takeaway, the need for more comprehensive research in the field. It points out that many of our dietary guidelines are based on studies that did not consider all possible variables. It emphasizes that nutrition science is complex and that we need to consider a multitude of factors before making sweeping dietary recommendations. Perhaps the most significant takeaway from the Big Fat Surprise is its encouragement for everyone to become more informed about their dietary choices. It's not about blindly following trends or guidelines, but about understanding the science behind those choices. It's about making decisions that are right for our unique bodies and health conditions. So what does this mean for your plate? It means that your meal might look a little different. It might mean more butter on your toast, a thicker slice of cheese on your sandwich, or a juicier cut of meat for dinner. But it also means understanding why these changes could potentially benefit your health. Remember, it's not just about what's on the plate, but also about understanding why it's there. Here's to a healthier, informed you.
Thanks for sticking around until the end of the video. Be sure to like, share, and leave a comment as it'll help the algorithm. And if you enjoyed the content, show your support by subscribing to the channel by clicking on the icon in the bottom right corner. And if you really want to show your support, then consider becoming a member by clicking on the icon in the bottom left corner. These new high-quality videos aren't cheap to edit, and the $5 membership will really help with the video editing budget. You'll also get access to a ton of exclusive perks like early access to videos and this program design lecture playlist in the top right-hand corner. And if you want to learn how to do a one-armed pull-up, then check out the playlist on the top left corner.